What's up, guys? Welcome to Daily Refinement. My name is Chris. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's episode, I want to share some motivation with you that really helped me move to the next level in my resale business. And it's achievable for most people, but I want to start with an analogy. So please smash the like button and consider subscribing if you like tips and tricks to build your online store. The analogy I'm going to start with is about to happen again because it happens every single year in December and January. People make New Year's resolutions like, I'm going to list 20 items a day, or I'm going to go to the gym 7 times a week. These goals start to happen about right now because you see lots of abundance in December. You see people spending a lot of time with their family, they're spending money on awesome gifts, and people want more of that. So this is the time of year where everyone goes through that cycle again. But here's the thing. When people set that goal of going to the gym 7 days a week, or the people who set the goal of listing 20 items a day, that person usually doesn't have the habit of even listing 5 items a day or even going to the gym 1 time per week because they think this, oh, if I only list 10 items in a week, that's not going to do anything. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's not true. If you start with just 10 items a week that make $10 profit, most people can do that. That's 1 to 2 items per day. That's the same to me as going to the gym 1 time a week and going on a 5-minute walk on the treadmill. Anyone can do that. Now, does that equal results? Not week 1, it doesn't. But if you continuously do that, after 20 weeks of adding $100 a week to your business, that's only 20 weeks, that's only 5 months. You turn nothing into a 6-figure income in literally 5 months. If you just add $100 of profit, which is 10 $10 items a week for 20 weeks, that's not that long. So building a resale business is really about consistency. I'll tell you the hardest part of it. When you add one part to your business, let's say you want to sell dress shirts, or you want to sell women's blouses or dresses, or you want to sell shoes, or you want to sell electronics or Pokemon cards, the hardest part is continuously keeping that income stream while you add another income stream in. It's really easy to let them fall by the wayside. So this week you're selling one thing, the next week you're selling something different, and that doesn't work. Okay, over time you end up making the same amount of money. And some people think that they can buy their way out of that by maybe hiring somebody. It's not that simple, because when you hire someone, you go through this dip where you take your eye off of the ball and you're not working as much training that person. So in the beginning, when you hire someone, you actually make less money than you did by yourself. You have to get through that, right? So there's a couple of things here. Reselling is incredible. It's a form of business. And in business, you don't actually need to be physically gifted. You don't need to be a huge specimen of a person. You don't need to be able to run super fast. All you need is the skill of building on more than you did the week before. And almost anyone can do that. And actually, if you think of a typical business person, they don't seem like an athlete to you. They just seem like somebody who's consistent, somebody that shows up all the time. Here's another misconception. It's not really about who works the hardest, okay? It's about that momentum of building over the previous week. Like I said, anyone who's listening right now can list 10 items in a week, right? The next week, could you list 10 items more than the previous week? Yes, everyone could do that. But could you actually stay consistent for 20 weeks? That's a different story. Let me give you guys a plan that's guaranteed to work. And it's a little bit scary and it's a little bit frustrating because it's so simple. So the plan is, you have a baseline goal every single day. So let's just put it really low at 5 listings a day, right? 5 listings a day, you could do it when you first wake up in the morning. You could do it during your lunch break. 5 listings will take some time. It will take some concentration. I recommend you do it in the shortest amount of time possible. Sprint. Get all 5 done in the shortest period of time you can. That's your baseline goal. Then there's a secondary goal, which is your personal best. Okay, some people call it a PB or a PR, personal record. Shoot for that every day, but make sure that you get your baseline done. So what happens to a lot of people is they have this awesome goal of doing 30 or 40 or 50 a day, and they end up not doing any if they can't reach that goal that they set up. So I think you should have 2 goals. This is an idea I got from the mastermind call that I do every single morning, where a lady has a baseline goal and that will pay her bills. And so she always gets that done no matter what, but she has this peak goal that she is always pushing herself to get to. So this gave me a tremendous amount of confidence. About 2 years ago, I changed my channel from 10K on the Beta Daily Refinement because I realized that all I need to do is make steady progress in anything and I will get the results that I'm looking for. I don't need it overnight. People had asked me, how do I plan my day? How do you get the most out of the journal that I made? Well, the journal that I made is the same as just the cheap notebook that you can get for 99 cents at the grocery store, except for there are prompts to help you. But I can give you the prompts right now and you can just do this journal for free. The prompts are, what did you do today to get you closer to your goal? That's the number one question. If you just journaled, what are you doing today that's different than yesterday? Over and over again, over time, you could do what I said earlier in the video and add 10 new listings per week. And again, if you were consistent with that over 20 weeks, just like a workout plan of starting 1 day a week, and each week, it'd only take you a month or two to become the person that goes every single day. Just add one more time per week over the course of 7 weeks. Now you're going every single day. Build this consistency muscle. The whole point of this journal is to build the habit of improving your store every single day. That's the whole point of this. This is why I changed my channel to Daily Refinement. And that's why all of a sudden I've become super peaceful. On my channel now, if you've been watching me for a while, I used to get more agitated. I used to have more ups and downs, but now I don't, because I realize there's not that much you can do in a day. Okay, you can only do a small improvement. One of the people I look up to is Paul Akers. Paul Akers has a YouTube channel that only has 9,000 subscribers because he's just posting something of value. Like, hey, today I learned that if I move my tape gun a foot closer to me, it saves me a second. And over time, over the course of a day, that saves me a couple of bucks. He's built that concept of 2-second improvements into a $65 million company. Okay, 2-second improvements at a time. Once I realized this incredible entrepreneur is just making tiny improvements, it gave me the confidence that no matter what happens to me, if I lose my business, if I lose my career, whatever happens to me, and I just start over and just stack these improvements, I'll be fine. As you guys know, my wife and I are having a baby, and one of the reasons why I haven't been making a lot of videos is I've been thinking about how I'm going to raise this baby and what kind of advice I'd like to give it to it, information that I wish I had had growing up but didn't get to. So this is the advice I came up with, and it's on all of my videos, which is you just need to get really good at something, and it doesn't matter what it is, because you can translate that skill development and game management, because most things are like a game. You can figure out the rules, how to get great at them, and how to dominate your competition, right? So I would like to teach my kid to learn how to get really good at something with that knowledge that, hey, you know what? There's always going to be a point in life where you have to start over, okay? There's going to be seasons in life. There's going to be bad weather. You're going to lose somebody that you really care about. You're going to lose a job that you're really good at. You're going to lose a hobby that you're really invested in. The person that you picked to do something is not going to win. These things are going to happen to you. And what are you going to do about it? And I want my kid to not be afraid of starting over. Okay, for me, I have had to start over so many different times in my life in so many different categories that at this point, I'm not even really worried about it. I could lose my eBay store. I could lose my Poshmark closet. I could lose my Mercari. My Amazon account could be shut down. I could lose my YouTube channel, and I would just start over in something else with this confidence that slow daily progress will probably put me in a good place after some time. Okay, I'm really not that fearful of the future because I understand that change is going to happen, right? In a relationship, even when you're getting married, it says, till death do us part, right? I think I have this like awesome appreciation for how short life is, and I'm really trying to take advantage of the time that we have together on this earth. This is why it's easy for me to say no to something negative, okay? Because there's very little time even to focus on things that I really love and things that I really want to grow, right? So why do I do this YouTube channel? One of the main reasons is because I wish I had had this advice earlier in my life. So for the people who are listening now, please smash the like button. I wish I had known. Just get exceptional at something, okay? And then you can transfer it to something else. And guess what? You're probably going to have to transfer it to something else because nothing lasts forever, okay? So just understand, starting over is not a negative thing. Wherever you are in your life, wherever you are in your journey, everything is temporary. So just understand, be confident that wherever life ends up putting you, you can completely start over. With that newfound confidence that I gave you, I'm also going to give away this fanny pack. If you guys comment below, I'll pick somebody randomly, your favorite Thanksgiving food item. For me, it is actually sweet potato casserole. Let me know what you guys like. And then I'm gonna leave you guys with one more thought. So a lot of people ask about, they're on this channel because they want to earn more money ultimately. So let me give you guys this thing that really blew my mind. Once your annual expenses, so how much you spend in a year, can be covered by 1 month, your life will completely change. Because essentially, you only need to work one month for the entire year. It pays for all of it, right? That's where I want people to get to. Don't just save your way into abundance, like skimping out on a coffee here or there. You didn't go sourcing. That doesn't do that much. Let's increase your income to the point where you can't even spend how much money that you make, and your overhead is really low, so you don't have a lot of stress. So I want to emphasize that. Making your annual expenses paid for in just 1 month, think about how amazing that is. And they always also say, like, if I paid for your vacation for if I give you a 1 month paid vacation with the stipulation that you have to get next month's work done this month, could you get that work done? Yes, you could. Anybody could figure out how to do an extra month's work in the same month that they're in. Just have that mentality, and it'll help you guys build that income to the point where you have that. And trust me, it is life-changing money. When you can pay for a whole year in 1 month, it's life-changing money. It's not millions of dollars, okay? It's just getting your income high and your bills really low. That's life-changing. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Everyone make progress daily.